You may think that you are talking about a pandemic. No. We will talk about an animal that was a trend in the social networks like WhatsApp, which caused virus. When coronavirus distributed all over the world, everyone thinks that it causes from the bats. Research has revealed that more than 60% of emerging infectious diseases are zoonotic, meaning they can be communicable from animals to humans, and the bats are not exceptional among wildlife. Many viruses jump from animals to humans, a phenomenon known as zoonotic spillover. Also, it remains unclear which animal was the source of the current coronavirus pandemic. All the attention is on bats. The transmission of viruses from bats to humans is not just a matter of a bat biting someone or licking their blood. It's often a much more complex scenario that may involve an intermediate host. Many other animals are also known to be repositories for human diseases. Rodents carry the plague, pigs transmit influenza, and the birds transport the West Nile virus. So, why are the bats so often blamed for transmitting diseases? It's clear that researchers around the world are doing whatever they can to report the origin of COVID-19. So, for the most accepted hypothesis is that the novel coronavirus originated in bats. The genome of the virus found in humans is 96% identical to one found in bats. But are these findings being reported the way they should? First of all, we want to answer what kind of animal is a bat.
There are over 1,400 species of bats worldwide. Bats can be found on nearly every part of the planet, except in extreme deserts and polar regions. About 80 medicines come from plants that rely on bats for their survival. While bats are not blind, studying how bats use echolocation has helped scientists develop navigational aids for the blind. Research on bats has also led to advances in vaccines. The scientific name for bats is Chiroptera, which is Greek for hand wing. That's because bats have 4 long fingers and the thumb, each connected to the next by a thin layer of skin. They are the only mammals in the world that can fly, and they are remarkably good at it. Bats are actually do a lot for the environment, for the human race. They eat a lot of pest insects. They are eating about 10 tons of insects every night, and that makes an enormous difference to the number of pest insects that are on the landscape.
Advantages of the bats. About 80 medicines come from plants that rely on bats for their survival. While bats are not blind, studying how bats use echolocation has helped scientists develop navigational aids for the blind. Research on bats has also led to the advance in vaccines. The fact is that bat poop, also known as guano, is rich in potassium nitrate, which was also an essential ingredient in gunpowder. And when the Confederacy found itself short of potassium nitrate toward the middle of the Civil War, it commissioned the opening of bat guano mines in various southern states. One mine in Texas yielded over 2 tons of guano per day, which boiled down into 100 pounds of potassium nitrate. The onion, rich its industry, was permissible able to obtain its potassium nitrate from non-guano sources. Also, bats like bees, they travel from flower to flower drinking nectar that transfer pollen from one flower to another, which causes the plants to produce fruit and seeds. The bats pollinate over 700 plants, some of which we use for food and medicine, while the varieties of many of our most valuable crops rely on bats for their survival.